The Watcher is all-knowing in Marvel's What If, but Jeffrey Wright, the actor behind the cosmic, wise being, loves having no idea where his character is going until he eagerly receives and devours the scripts. Disney Plus' animated MCU series is currently streaming new episodes of Season 2 every day until the finale debuts Saturday, December 30th, and at the time of this interview, Wright hadn't seen any finished episodes yet. But he's been deep in the Watcher's world for a while, recording his hybrid narration/dialogue for Watu for over a year and a half. The last recording session that I had was maybe 6 months ago, but we started maybe a year before that, if my memory is right, and my memory is not necessarily the most reliable thing that serves me. Wright laughs. In this case, the multiverse of things that I am to oversee sometimes overwhelms my hard drive. Jeffrey Wright, that's a good question, because I went back and did the first session, which was for a few episodes, and then we came back for another session some weeks later, and I listened to what I'd done, and I didn't really think that it was on the mark. So I actually went back and did the first session again, because I think I felt that I'd been a bit distracted or something, but also it was about the tone of the voice. One of the things that's wonderful about coming back to it after doing Season 1 was the opportunity to listen to it and see how it plays together with the animation, and then having an opportunity to adjust here and there in ways that I thought would be more effective. So for Season 2, I went back and got to play a little bit. How did you end up adjusting your vocal performance? I wanted to try to add maybe a bit more mystery to the voice and a bit more distance, so that he, as he is wont to be, is not entirely present, but is more on the fringes and just a bit more Watcher-like, for lack of a better term. I'm really pleased with where we got. I think the animation is beautiful and it's its own thing. It's evolved from the first season, and I think The Watcher 2 has evolved, so I'm excited to see what audiences think. How have the events of the first season, where we saw the Watcher break his own rule of not intervening, impacted him in Season 2? Yeah, he's not the Watcher that he was at the beginning. He's a different Watcher now. He's broken the fourth wall, so that's wonderful because it gives a nice complexity to the character, and it also allows him to be active in ways that he wasn't at the beginning of the series. I haven't seen everything come together just yet. And obviously, this series is so much more than just me at a microphone in a recording studio in Brooklyn or in a closet in my house somewhere. So seeing it all come together, so many hands, so many artists' work, is just such a revelation to me. I'm going to withhold any impressions until I get a chance to enjoy that. But yeah, it's exciting stuff. When you first got the script for the upcoming finale, what was your reaction to everything that happens in that episode? There's always a push towards something that's befitting the epic nature of this series. What I love about the Marvel Universe is that when it's done right, there's a type of modern myth-making that happens on a pop culture level, and it goes back to the oldest types of storytelling. The stories of these heroines and heroes is something that's almost primal to humans, and the culmination here is epic and sweeping, so it's only fitting. It's cool stuff. I'm excited to see the evolution of Strange, Benedict Cumberbatch, from where we last found him. The possibilities are so vast that I really try not to anticipate where they might go or where any of these characters might go. The writers are so deeply original and imaginative in where they take these stories, and by the nature of our series, we can go anywhere. So I just try to stay in my lane and anticipate like everyone else, but I wait to get the scripts, and then I realize in some ways how little I actually know. In the finale, Peggy gives her best Watcher impression, and Strange Supreme describes the Watcher as that big head and that soothing voice. What did you think of how the characters got so meta about your character this season? Laughs. Yeah, they're all up in my business now. It's a bit shocking. There is so much to play with, so much with this character, with Watu. There's so much yet to explore with him, particularly this idea that he's hidden and then he's not, and who it is that's able to perceive him. There's a lot that I think lends a bit of fun, irony, and humor to his presence, as well as the omnipotence and power, so it adds for a nice balance to his character and what he does during the season.